Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, depending on where you are. I'm trying to uh, be a bit, I know, put it in a nutshell, a little way that it could be heart to heart, felt talk. I don't want to be so harsh and so hard to anyone right now, but I just want us to use the mind God has given to us. Reason. I don't know a lot of people who they see the truth, they know the truth, but they still align to people who are damaging their entire existence and their family and their entire generation. What's happening in Igbo land, in Biafra land today, is just because some of us love money than we love our lives, even our if you love money more than you love your own life, will you think about the generation unborn? And I still repeat it, and I'll say it again. Nigeria, since it was put together by the British government and by the Fulanese altogether, Osman Danfodio, has not realized any peace till date. What on earth make you feel that a man like Peter Obi will come and perform a magic that no other person have done in such a diversity of culture, religion, Islam, extremists, where you have all the extremists of Islamic extremists in the whole world all combined together. You think he's gonna come and do something special? Remember, the highest is 8 years. 4 years, in fact, after 3 years, they start campaigning for another term. It takes them even a longer time to find a running mate. Buhari took him about almost a year, 6 months, a year to get uh, ministers and every other thing for his government. We have seen Tinubu all the time he took. When people in Western Europe that I have been for about 40 years now, okay, I've spent 20 something years in France and over UK now. Let I tell you, you know exactly whom. In fact, like in UK now, the Tory knows who is working on the Ministry of Work, who is working on as they are continue to battle with the other party. There is someone who they know that he can run this, he can run this, he can run this. They are all positioning. Everyone is studying to know what is happening in this field, what is happening in the other field. If now here they win, how to go about it and tackle. No, Nigeria, it's when they finish Buhari, we start looking for all the terrorists in the whole world and start strategically positioning them. The trouble in Nigeria today, who who made it up? The Fulanis by and their Buhari man. They made it up. They cooked it up. My greatest annoyance is that a great majority of people today are now speaking the same words, word to word, what Nnamdi Kanu has been advocating for the past 2015, 2016, 2014, up to date, what he has been talking and hammering and saying it, why he is where he is today. A lot of people are saying the same thing and they're walking freely. A lot of people are now realizing when he was saying it, everybody was saying, yeah, this guy was, let him go and sit down, blah, blah, blah. You were all afraid of Buhari. But he was saying it out. Now you are all saying it because you know that Buhari have few months to live, and you know that the suffering has taken a magnitude, have gone to a height that of no return. I had that this morning. I was going through Nigerian news, 6 months of the universities being on strike. What a shame. Tell me any arm in Nigeria that has a success all throughout Buhari time till now. If you can point, and these are the people, their party are happily and not even ashamed of themselves, telling you that they are running for to come and govern again. You know, they should all dig a hole and hide their faces. All those people calling themselves APC and PDP alike. They should all hide because they recycle themselves, APC or APC, whatever they call them, PDP. You know, they recycle from one to another, to another, to another. They are the same thing. Their game is the same thing. None of them have the mind of people they govern or what they are thinking is about them, because they don't even have villages. They don't have villages anymore. They all live in Abuja, and Abuja will very soon erupt. And then, like Atiku that is campaigning, but he's in Dubai campaigning. I think the only man that is touring for now, doing one thing or the other, is Peter Obi. And Peter Obi, whom I want to talk about right now, my brother. Like you call every Fulani man and every Hausa man your brother, you are the greatest enemy, you and Soludo, that the Igbos have today. And it's not surprising to me anyway, because there is a battle we have to cross over, and the greatest one is that which is in your house, that which is in your home. If once the Igbos cross over this standard of Professor Soludo and Peter Obi, Biafra, which is already ordained, it has been ordained, it is divine, will come to pass. Because I watched Peter Obi, there's a script I saw today, where he vowed and swore before Ojukwu that he will never, if he ever abandon Abga to any other party, let God kill him and kill his wife, his family off the earth, and it's gonna happen. You spoke it out of your mouth. It's going to happen, my man, because you are. I'm calling this very broadcast I'm doing, that you said you are going to do when you try to talk to agitators, and you are talking about Biafran people. Forget about because are you going to talk to Boko Haram? Are you going to talk to all the ones that came from Afghanistan? And are you going to say but you're talking about Biafran because this is your own purpose. That is why the Fulani, even they are putting you there. They're making us feel they don't care about you. They care. That is why the son from Mauritania is your vice. The father, I've heard him very well. He is the one who has been advocating for numbers. They are greater in number, and these are people who are immigrants. They are greater in number, and it's going to go to number, but they are the people who said it before, let's Buhari do, and then it will go to Southeast. Then later on, he is the fighter for the number. The great people who have the greatest number will be the people ruling. He's okay. The guy, he's okay. He's learned. He's talking, but an Islam, anybody who is not a born again, even P2B, because P2B is not a born again, forget everything we're doing in the name of Catholic and going to see the Pope. He is not a born again. He has no spirit of God in. He can't pray in heavenly language today. No, he can't. He can't. Forget. He is a deceiver. He is a scammer. He is there to playing against Igbos. He killed most Biafrans than any other person. Oh yeah. Listen to, go and watch. I'm gonna post that Simon Ekpa's expose together with this thing I'm saying now. So you watch all of them together. He is the one who said he's going to deal with Biafrans when he tried to negotiate and calm down. He's going to deal with us decisively. The word decisively, it's trying to tell you he studied maybe politics worldwide, the way it's been there decisively, is he's going to eliminate the ones who doesn't want to go his own way. I will eliminate them. And that's exactly what he did. A great number of people. It is there. The revelation is there. He himself used his own mouth between he speaks to, say the truth of what he has done and what he is going to do. He said he's going to deal with us decisively. He is not a Biafran. Soludo either is not a Biafran. And they are all protecting their interest in UK and their interest in Nigeria. That's what they are protecting. They care less about you. Forget being deceived, any other thing, because I am still saying it. Let's agree, he can use his know-how in Biafra because he could be allowed to use it, but not in Nigeria. In the condition of Nigeria, the Fulani doesn't care about all those 1-to-1 plus 2. What they want is give them the dollar and they go and change it, sit down on the floor, you come, they change money to you. That is what they want. And then in the evening they go and eat their whatever dawa, and the rest of them drink pito and brukutu, and the rest of them, this is what they want. Okay, look, let's stop deceiving ourselves. Those guys that are being deceived by this saga of P2B thing. P2B is a scammer. He's a liar. He is a liar. He lied. Every word coming out of his mouth, he calls the guy Kwankwaso, or the senior brother and everything. He knows how to. And I'm gonna tell you the truth. If you see anyone, because I have somebody that is so close to me, he has the same voice. When I hear P2B speaking, this is the first day I have P2B speaking without seeing his face. I said, is this person on it? Then I now saw it was P2B. This person has the same voice like P2B, and when he's speaking, you say, oh, this person is because he's speaking, and then that voice, that is like he's gonna choke, or he's gonna, you have pity, and he said, they are all evil people, and they all come from Anambra. What they will take from you, they will take it from you. Snatch it, take it. They will do calculations, and they will write down in figure and tell you, break it down, how everything happened. I'm not gonna go further because people who are close to me knows exactly, because they knows the person who has the same voice. Anytime you see people with such voice, run away. They are deadly. He said he's going to deal with the Igbos, the Biafrans, deadly, decisively. Oh, Lord have mercy. And that's the person you're going to vote. He showed exactly, he replied, I would like you to watch this expose, how he killed, how he eliminated those people, how he had his ADC is from a Fulani guy. He gave them the command to kill the Igbos, and he knows what is wrong within the Fulani. He cannot give them command to kill their own people because they are brothers. They are his brothers. But he will openly give them command to kill the Igbos. And this is someone you guys want to go and put as president. If it is anything they have done to you, my brothers and sisters, may you wake up. May you all wake up. I'm saying this. Biafra is ordained. Biafra is divine. Biafra is ordained. Anybody that is thinking otherwise is. P2B and Soludo is the last hurdle. The last hurdle. And that is what the devil is doing. When the Fulanis tells you, when Buhari opened the floodgate of northern Nigeria and say, hey, you troop in, you come, we want to have the numbers here. They know what they're doing. And in everything those Fulani guys does, they have an answer to it. And you people will buy to it. And nobody will challenge them. Now you started challenging them, but too late. Little too late. You started challenging them, little too late. They will tell you, Fulanis where you don't have homes. Oh yeah, they fell from heaven. Oh yeah, and it's true, they fell from heaven. They fell from heaven. Don't. How did they fall from heaven? I explained to you in the Bible. When Lucifer was cast away from heaven because of his evil, because of what he has done. I don't want to go into it. If you know Bible, go and read the book of Ezekiel, and it will give you, you see what I'm talking? When Lucifer was cast out, he fell out with 3/4 of the angels from heaven. Those demons have nobody. They are embedded in Fulanis. They live in Fulanis. They live in them. So he's right. They have no hope. So they keep coming. And they keep coming. They come to you. They kill you. They promise you. Remember when Lucifer said to, when he went to the Garden of Eden, he said to, didn't God say this? Didn't God say if you eat this, you will, it will be like this, yes, just God said. If you eat it, you will start reasoning, the mind game is what they play. P2B is playing a mind game in all of you. Soludo is playing a mind game in all of you. Why they keep systematically eliminating young boys and young girls in Igbo land with the Hopos of them whose days are all counted. Look, my brothers and sisters, I don't know when we will really realize that we are not playing game. We are in a stage of war. Didn't you see when they carried in, I think in Anambra somewhere or in Olo, a majority of the army people trooped by the Nigerian army with someone carrying a red flag. What does that red signify? War, blood. And they're telling you, one Nigeria. And you buy into it, buying over it. The point I'm making, let everybody, I saw the last Nigerian Biafra war because I was a little young boy when it started. So I joined the militia. So I carried the merchant initially because there wasn't enough a gun for Uguadana. I carried. Before my mother gallantly, fought and made sure that he brought me out of it. I have friends, good friends, gone. My father was killed in Barkeladi. I'm still repeating it. By who? By the Fulani or the Hausa people who then didn't know they were being used. Let I tell you, how many of you, Igbo, there's no elite in Igbo land. Forget about all those stupid names you people, elite, elite. Do you know the meaning of elite? Do you know the meaning of elite? If you know the meaning of elite, you will not tag it to yourselves because you are Igwe or because you are, you find yourself in House of Reps or senators. I mean, damn illiterates, people who have been selling motor parts or selling every other thing or selling drugs, and you accumulated money to go and do little campaign, and you find yourself there, because you join the party who is winning APC, and they give you a portion. And then tomorrow you come out elite. You come out and say you're an elite. There's no elite in Igbo land. An elite is somebody who has done something unique for the community. Check the history of Obama when he started, what he did in the community before he get to where he was and up to today. How many of you, like, it's only my Lafia past died because he said, let Christians come together and let's show these people, the people who Nigeria. They killed him off. Autumn, the governor Autumn, is the person speaking, talking about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. How many of you have talking that? Have you heard Peter Obi for one day pronounced the name of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? No. Or Biafra? No. But let I tell you today, even the journalists, the Arise, call them all everyone is saying in their platform, even things more dangerous or more hard, if we have to take it that way, because there's no freedom of speech in that country, okay, it's worse than communist. That's worse than what has Nnamdi Kanu said, which is not for you and for me. And that is why they hold him, because he exposed them ahead of time. And what are you guys doing? You're saying this, that a lot of guys are saying the same thing, but no one is coming saying it. Nnamdi Kanu should be released there, because there's no reason why he should be where he is today. He has done absolutely nothing. All what is said, is it not happening or still happened and still is happening? Then why do they hold him there? Peter Obi went and we saw him on the Dolph Downing Street. If it's a photo, this thing, I don't know, but I saw him and the Dolph Downing Street. What are you doing with them? Haven't us got our independence? You gotta go and take take command from them on what you have to do in your own country, and he say you are free. That's why he came out and said that he's gonna negotiate with agitators. There is a way to go about it, and when it doesn't work, and he will deal with us. And he's talking, because he's not talking about agitators. Boko Haram are now agitating. ISWAP, or what do they call all those ones from Sudan and the rest of them from Afghanistan. They are not agitating. They want to Islamize. He is going to stop them not to preach their evangelism about Islamizing Nigeria. He's wasting his time. He's just talking about he is going to deal with Igbos, the Biafrans, decisively. That's the word he used. Watch, decisively. That is once and for all. All right, thank you, Jesus. That he's going to deal with it once and for all. That he has read the way it is being done, and he's going to do, and he did it. There is a confession of how the atrocities he did to Masop, to Biafrans before. All these ones doesn't come out. What comes out is how he supplied schools, computer, How he give things that is a scammer. This man is an evil. He is one of the fallen angels from heaven. He stood shaking hands with Ojukwu, telling him on how he's gonna be Abga for life, and if he ever dare let his entire perish, your entire family will perish. They will perish in the name that is above every other name. They will perish because going to see the Pope doesn't make you a Christian. Forget about all those rubbish. Doesn't make you a Christian 1 second. Because I'm definitely sure you cannot pray with heavenly language. What's happening? I'm not gonna dwell there because you and Soludo, you are the hurdle that God Himself is going to crumble down. I had yesterday from someone, I don't know, I read from someone, I don't know how truthful that is, that the INEC, because all the churches are getting PCV and it's a PCV or PVC or PCN, penalty charge, or I don't know, they're getting it ready, we're gonna vote, I had taking their head office to Niger. So you think you're gonna go monitor what will happen in Niger, where the INEC has, in you wouldn't. These people are walking ahead of you. Fulani, they are lazy people. Their whole interest is in gas and oil. That is, and remember that Buhari was constructing, or they are still constructing, a pipe taking gas to Niger and the rest of them, a train to. So this project, he wouldn't like it to crumble because even the person there whom we all know fake is from Niger. If you think that the British people cares about us, lie. When I read about when Boris, resigned the other a week or so, and the history about his lifestyle right from beginning came, and what he said and what he did, and how he pregnant left and right women and this that when whatever he said he will not do, he finished doing it exactly what is his own people in Nigeria are doing. So he said it, and I quote, that the greatest mistake the British government did was to give independence to Africans, to Nigerians, that they would have kept you and me in slavery. And that is what they're working tooth and nail to continue to do, even if it takes using Islam, using terrorists to continue, because they know these people, even if they keep them, they eliminate the Igbos, that these people are not intelligent, they cannot do any other thing. But this is little calculation of a human being. Calculation of a human being. Nobody can cause what God has blessed. God blessed us. God saved us all throughout the last Biafran Nigerian war. P2B, Soludo, and their co can do nothing about it. Nigeria is cursed. Biafra is ordained, is divine. There's absolutely nothing any hell can do about it. Look, you see, I really don't understand, because a lot of people are in pains. They don't see what they will eat. But Buhari doesn't care. Is there anything that have worked all these years in Nigeria? Is that light? Is that water? Is that train? Is that Air Force? Is that what? Tell me what that have worked. The universities are still on strike for 6 months today. They said I gathered 6 months. And still, APC, they are putting up their head. We're going to change Nigeria. Who are you guys deceiving? PDP, because they recycle themselves, we are going to change Nigeria. What's wrong with you people? And you still believing? They tell to, can you guys get up and say no election in the whole Nigeria until this constitution is changed? Then we know you are all talking serious. I, as a Biafra, will sit down and say, let's see you do it. But we have come to a stage. Change your constitution. Change whatever you want to do. We don't want to be with you again. We are not one. We are incompatible. There's nothing that put, if it is all because of oil and gas, please, we help you people get giving you oil, giving you gas. Go and practice your religion on your own boundaries, on your own area. If I want to come to North, I come with a visa. You come with a visa. Go. We can't live and we can't, mix up with you the same way we come to go to USA, America, China with visa. That's best thing we can all do. Little countries like Benin, Togo, are they not on their own? Please, can you people carry a ngwongwo and go back and live and do your business? Ukono's Club, I remember we say, ngwongwo, carry your ngwongwo and go. We've had enough of all this killing. We have had enough of all this mess. It's not helping anybody. My children were all born here, and God is still blessing me with some at my age. Oh yeah, glory be to God. And they love to come to my hometown, to Enugu. They would like to come, but not in the Nigeria of now. Even myself, what is it good in Nigeria today? What is it good in Nigeria today? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Because you guys are living in Abuja, eating your money. A lot of you haven't been to your villages for years. I heard Peter be saying he hasn't been to his village. I can remember why. I said, look at him. Look at him. How can he develop his village or even his town? Fake. He is a scammer and the biggest one ever. Soludo is a scammer. They all got there. The Fulani said that you Igbos, you are good in business, but they are good in politics. They are not good in politics because the devil, the demons that are in them has always been stealing. They said what the manifold, the script of it is to kill, steal, and destroy. That has been what they have been doing. The devil, Lucifer and his gang tried it in heaven, wanted to see if they can overthrow God in heaven. They didn't. God didn't even find them. They were thrown away. And now they are embedded in the Fulani who come from everywhere. And then they are big men, the governors will come on television and say, these people doesn't have home anywhere. They get the pinch, their net, and it becomes so. I said, oh, these people, they fell from heaven. And that was when the revelation came into me. Oh yeah, these are the fallen angels. They are the fallen angels. Don't you see? Godo, and that is exactly, oh Lord. You guys don't read the Bible. You don't read the scriptures. I don't come quoting it and say, but I can, when I'm talking, it keeps flooding my head. I remember one day I was passing in Brixton, in London, and I saw people, there was a Muslim or Islamic people doing, and this Christian guy is talking, and I just passed, and the lady said, oh, God said, hand over the microphone to you, and he gave me the microphone. I stood. I had I don't hear from God every other time like that, or the devil, but I had the devil voice telling me, you standing here to talk. Look at you. And I heard that tiny voice say, my, my power will guide you through. Speak. And I picked the microphone. I started talking. It was that the scriptures were going like this. I was quoting it, talking. The lady was behind me praying with two other people. All of a sudden, the Muslim people, they carried their luggages and fled away. This is true. This is true. I have a witness. Anything I say to you, I have a witness. Look, tomorrow, that is my interesting point in this. Tomorrow is fundraising. This fundraising will be carried on, get in touch with, you get in touch with Mazi Simon Ekpa, with Umuada, okay? You get in touch with Biafra, the real Umuada. The real Umuada, get in touch with them. Be a part of this fundraising. Be a part. I am a part of the 1,000 people. Yes, I'm not hiding. Why should I hide? I'm a Biafran man. Why should I hide from the devil? The devil is a liar. He cannot kill whom God has blessed. Go. Let's be a part of what's happening. Let's be a part of fundraising. Because I think Mazi Simon Ekpa is doing a great job. He has succeeded in bringing people, all those guys, because a lot of people have seen how genuine this guy is. Right from day one, I heard his voice. We linked up together. There's no way the devil can say anything to me wrong about that guy. I went to the meeting of IPOBs in London here, and when I said something about him, they talk rubbish, and I just left them. They never see. I didn't come back there again. Oh, it was all over. Yeah, because I hate people who are ignorant, people who doesn't hear from God, who all the teachings and expositions of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu on, they never got, they had learned nothing. I don't know what they're listening to. Okay, they came up, you see a great majority of them. When the Spirit of God snatched Mazi Simon Ekpa and he said, oh, this, our awareness, the struggle have become an autopilot, has moved to autopilot level. Everybody now coming together, and we're going to generate the genuine people with really autopilot the whole thing, just like I have a Tesla car Model 3 that is autopiloted. I use it once in a while. That's, people doesn't understand. It was this stupid guy, a Ken guy, and one other guy, I've forgotten his name because he's irrelevant, who speaks in Igbo when he's broadcasting a lot. I enjoy listening to his Igbo doing things. Then all of a sudden, he came against my Simon Ekpa. I said, what's wrong with them? He came against all the women then, calling them all sorts of evil names. Are they not going crazy now? With Nelly, with Ikenga and the rest, are they not going crazy? He said instead of Biafra coming, who is he? Who is he? Agwaran Shijeba, they go there, they mess themselves off with evil blood and every other thing. They think God is not a man that you can, that you can deceive him. God is not a man that he lies. What he says he will do, he do it. Mazi Simon Ekpa is God. When Mazi Nnamdi Kanu spoke in the type of way he said about Mazi Simon Ekpa, it didn't come from anywhere. It came from within. It came right from inside. I don't know the type of eyes some of you have and the type of mind you have. Be a part of this fundraising. Let it be a record breaker. All those men and women of God that God has blessed you, please. It is not that you are investing. It's not an investing. You are investing in the realm of the spirit, for your children that unborn. Nigeria is how many years? Remember all that you have invested. The Fulani gave us 20 pounds or so after the end of the war. We came back again. This time, let us flush them away entirely. Don't think tomorrow you're waiting to give a trial with P2B. P2B can give you absolutely nothing. P2B is a weapon they want to use to kill a great majority, because it's not going to do what God has not ordained to happen. He cannot do it. I see P2B nowhere. P2B is going nowhere. Okay? It's going nowhere. Now that I have spoken my mind, you see, I believe a lot of, there I said, this guy, possibility, I believe him. He gives an international revelation about what's going to happen, and we see it happen. There are a lot of people, but the great ministries you're thinking that are praying for one Nigeria, they are doing it because their great member are from Eastern Nigeria. We love to worship God. We are children of God. So they are not, how should I say, I'm trying to get the word what came into my head. They're afraid of losing their members, going back to Biafra land, and no longer in Lagos, or no longer in Abuja, and no longer. Look, God said that a time will come when you don't need to worship God at a particular place. You don't need to go to Jerusalem or to go to high mountains. You worship him in truth and in spirit, and you worship him wherever you are. During COVID, weren't us worshiping with Zoom? Weren't us worshiping with Zoom? That COVID has bad and good. It showed me that all those coming together at times is good. It said, children of God will come together. It's nice when brothers come together to worship. But if it's all coming together just because you want to collect money or get money and say that you have 1,000, which platform is the greatest prayer platform today in the whole world? Is it not NSPPD? Where is it happening? Online. Where are the miracles happening? Online. Because he is coming out of inside of him. God has blessed him and ordained him, and you cannot take it away from him. There is fire when you follow the prayer that is going on there. Forget about all these things. How many of them, the big ones, redeem, which I know a lot of history, how many of them have called on Buhari and said, like Governor Otom is saying, release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu because he's done nothing. Because we can see now everything he has done happening. Because this guy is a prophet. Don't need to be in the Church of Redeemer or Winners or Deeper Life. Name them to be a prophet. I thank the man of God, Dr. What's his name? Possibility Church, when he said that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, he bowed down and said, "You are a big prophet." That's what God showed him. And that is why I love my good friend as well. Because a lot of people, we look at him because the way he talks and every other thing. I like him. Power is not powder. Okay. When he says it, I just love that. Power is not powder. Okay. And he says it and he gives dates. He said everything that has happened before Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped. He said it, and it happened. And he pointed names. It's happening. He now said in Poly of last, if you have not seen his video, this election will be cancelled. Redeemed man keep on dancing from one left or right. When you see people who are not solid with saying the way God says it, something is wrong. Okay? He said it. It's not going to happen. First, second, and the third time somebody will win, the person that will win it, they will not give it to him. That they will hijack it. He said it, and I believe him because I followed his prophecies. And when he says it, gives you that. Let's look like Tinubu. Everything coming out from Redeem to me, I'm now watching with my little eyes. I'm sorry, Pastor Adeboye. I love you. You might be a great pastor general, like I have seen you all these days. I helped establish your church in Paris. Go and check it. Ask the guy who was the coordinator. He worked with Nigerian embassy. Then the wife is Chinese, or ask him. Do you know this? He will tell you. Okay, I helped. I was in a meeting where we were about 10 or 15 with you the first time you visited in Paris. So check it. What is happening? Yeah. The wife of Tinubu is from your church, a pastor. There is still the mess in it. Yeah, the vice president from your church, a pastor. And he is the one speaking evil about Biafra more than all of you. You will say that is for them, but you should caution them. Should caution them. Other pastors, they are not speaking out. Let be to them. But a man like Governor Autumn is speaking and is speaking and is speaking and is speaking. Why should Mazi Nnamdi Kanu be there? And none of you are saying it out the way it is. What has he done? He's done absolutely nothing. Because what he said, we were all looking at what this guy is saying, but it is happening now. And all of you are saying the same thing. You are all now saying exactly the same thing. Please, my brothers and sisters, be a part of this fundraising. Be a part of this fundraising. Oh yes, I've forgotten I would have brought out Mazi Simon, but when you give info at eba.if in Finland, I have it offered, you get him. Or you reach out to me. You reach out to me if you have problem, drop a word. Where is this fundraising going? Let's come together, because those guys who volunteered their lives, the ESN and the other body that has now come together, we're gonna flush these people out from our land. They have polluted our land too much. It's a time to flush them out by fire, by force, in Jesus' mighty name, by fire. Because what the language, the only Fulani can hear is to give them back what they are giving you. Give them back what they are giving you. The Israelites, and that's why I like them, the Palestinians hid them, they hid them 10 times. They hid them 10 times. It's time to show them we are Israelites. It's time to teach Buhari and his men a lesson. I'm gonna leave this here. Somebody might say it, because this thing is coming, it's becoming like some people have been hypnotized to a point they don't even know their left and right. They're going in and they're coming out, especially with this Peter Obi saga going on. When most of you hear that revelation that came out of him, you know that he is not there for you Biafrans. He's not there for you Igbos. He is being used by Fulani and the British government. Period. It is easy to know. You know, the white people don't care about you and me. Okay? They don't. They don't. Okay? They think about themselves first. Boris Johnson said that the greatest mistake they have done is to have given Africans. And when he's saying that the black people, he's talking about Nigerians, is to have given us freedom. That was, he regretted. They would have slaved us till death. And they're still slaving us, but he doesn't like the capacity in